Hey everyone, it's me BaRKy and I'm here with a mod for Rimworld Alpha 17, and this is a little bit different to what I usually do because in this one I'm actually looking at a race called the Logann, and they are these sort of wolf-like creatures. I suppose they're Wolverines because they're based on the character Wolverine, and they have this crazy regeneration factor. It is ridiculous. I'll actually show it to you right now since that's the coolest part about this mod. I swear, it's so awesome. So it's got this healing factor class X. And as you can see, he's been shot by mag. So I'll let mag go. And then it gets healed. And you can see it's going down. And eventually it disappears. And he has nothing wrong with him, which is really cool. So the race is something that's added into Rimworld. And if you don't know about the races in Rimworld, you can get them using the humanoid races thing. It's another mod. I will link it in the description, but you need a patch to actually use these races. But it allows you to have your own races in the game, and there are a whole lot that's already been made, such as the Zabrak race, for example, or the Zen race, which are also like wolf creatures. You get the Liani, which is the one that Tynan was actually like tweeting about, which is really cool. They're like foxes and stuff. You get a whole lot of them on the workshop, and I didn't know if I was going to do them on my channel, but I decided, like, why not? It's really cool. And this one is probably the coolest thing that I've seen in a really long time, thanks to this healing factor. It is just such an awesome idea. Such an awesome idea. So I do have a few mods on that'll help me test out the healing factor. I've got my realistic bodies mod on, which I made myself, which just sets torso HP to 500. So if I take a look at this guy, torso is at 500. And that's pretty much it. And that's just because I wanted to not have them be destroyed when they're being shot at by like 6 or 7 people. Because this healing factor is insanely cool. So the healing factor over here, it's healing factor class X. And there are actually 5 different variants of it. So over here we have class 1. Let me spawn in one of the mod's weapons, actually like a Wolverine katana. Right. Okay, so got class 1. Hopefully this guy does not die here. Cool. So we've cut him off. Okay, so we cut off his nose and everything, and now you can see the healing factor should kick in reasonably soon. So you can see it's healing already. Poor nose though. But it's all about the speed. So if you bring this guy here, it's all about the speed that it gets healed. Okay, so we actually just cut this guy's legs off. I feel sort of bad. Wait, no, don't treat him. Fuck. Not you either. Not you. Okay, so he almost got treated there. But you can see he's busy healing it. And now, as you can see, his legs were cut off. So he's going to be pretty much stuck in bed for a good while. But if I take someone with class 5, which is what the class X is, and I do the same to them, or I hope to do the same to them, otherwise you'll just use dev mode. Just beating the shit out of him in his bed. Okay, so there we go. So we cut off his ear. And now, since he has such a good healing factor, you can actually see the ear regrowing over here. And I've increased the speed of this regrowing just so you guys can see it in action. But you can see it is actually growing back. Growth at 35%, and he gets pain from it, which is quite strong if you're missing quite a few limbs. But you can see that his hearing is down to 55% because you do get a little bit of efficiency from this. And there we go, he has his ear back. That is how strong this healing factor is. So usually it takes about 1 quadrant, which is about 15 days. I have cut that down to 2.5 days, I think, is what I made the timer. Just to show things off a little bit. I think it was for the best. So we cut off his foot. It's busy regrowing. Literally, as we were busy fighting him, it was busy regrowing. Which is so cool. It's such a cool idea. Seems like it doesn't happen for these lesser healing factors though. But for this one it does. But besides that, it does add in a few other things, such as a few factions, a few weapons and stuff like that. So I spawned in these Loganns from different factions. But you can see over here we have the mercenary 102nd battle hold. mercenary 5th elite platoon. So it adds in this faction, as well as several weapons. I'm gonna let them raid us. Wolvex military, as you can see. Immediate attack. Oh, never mind. They're friendlies with us. Alright, well, we can still take a look at them. So this is what they look like. They just look like normal Wolverines. But as you can see, they're all equipped with healing factors. Which is scary. So this guy is a class X. Obviously, class X is probably the rarest one, I would assume. I haven't actually checked the numbers exactly. But yeah. It also comes with a whole lot of its own weapons, such as the Wolverine shotgun, which looks like this. Yeah, unfortunately he's not going through a Druk steel wall anytime soon. We can test it on someone over here though. Quite a lot of damage, I would say. Just shot off his leg again. That feels terrible. You can see how much he's healing thanks to the healing factor. Wow, we actually killed him. How did we kill him? Brain shot? Just too much pain, maybe? I don't actually know how he died there. Anyways, we actually killed someone with the class 5 healing factor. But that was the Wolverine shotgun. Whoops. Let's take a look at the katana. I actually used this one earlier, but it looks like this. This is a golden legendary one, which is not very strong at all. Katana were one of the traditionally made Japanese swords that were used by the samurai of feudal Japan. This one was created with modern techniques but maintains an ancient design style. That's pretty cool. Green axe. Take a look at this. Legendary. Nice. This large axe sacrifices speed for vicious attack power. And then obviously this is the art, which is always fun to read the art. Because art in this game is just ridiculous. Then the mace. I don't think this has anything to do with Wolverine exactly. I think it's just something that they created for the faction to use, based on medieval Earth designs. Okay. And then finally we have the Wolverine sword, which looks like a broadsword. Classically designed arming sword, right? That's what I meant to say. It looks like that. It is pretty good. So let's take a look at this character here quickly. Alright, so just taking a look at a normal Logann here, we can compare it to a regular human. So its base movement speed is at 7.62 CS, which is very quick. It's almost twice as much as a normal human's, which is just ridiculously good. The maximum comfortable temperature base range is 28 degrees Celsius or 82 Fahrenheit. And the base value is 6 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean 42 Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius for the cold temperature, the minimum. The body size is 1.5, which means that the carrying capacity is 1.5 times as well, which is interesting. Market value is not as high as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty cool. And that's pretty much all that's interesting about it, really. The global work speed is at 100%, and it's based on skill, so it doesn't break the game or anything like that. I mean, it is super strong, but it's not in the ridiculous sense. It's just good. So this guy was fully bionically enhanced, and then I let this BaRKy agent actually mess him up completely. To test out the effects of the healing factor, and it doesn't actually conflict with any of the bionic parts, which is nice. As you can see, he's got a healing factor X at the top there. So yeah, you can just go ham. There we go. We cut the legs off. He's actually walking on both his legs right now, which are legit stumps. He's walking on stumps. That's actually hilarious, dude. He's walking on his stumps right now. We cut off both of his legs. It is a lovely world that we live in. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying this out if you want to try out races. Just keep in mind that races can conflict with a lot of things. Combat Extended does not work well with races. Change Dresser Mod does not work well with races. A few other ones, they just do not go well together. But this is definitely my favorite race by far, and I'm going to be using this in my playthroughs from now on. Once I turn down the healing factor a bit, because I amped up the growth just for this video. And it is a bit too strong right now. But yeah, I've just been messing around with it. And just keep in mind that I was using my realistic bodies mod to make sure that torsos didn't get destroyed. Not everyone will last that long because they'll get their torso destroyed usually. I mean, I see it happen all the time. You can actually see over here they're all carrying melee weapons. Which, oh, this guy's carrying a shotgun. Never mind. That actually, it just looks like a melee weapon when you look at it. That's weird. Anyways, I'm going to cut the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully I can do some more race mods because I really enjoy them. So if you want to see anyone in particular, feel free to suggest them. Hey you! Thanks so much for making it to the end of my video. I really appreciate it. Editing videos is both my hobby and my passion, and with that in mind, I've decided to open up a Patreon if you'd like to support me besides in the amazing ways that my subscribers already usually do. I've got loads of perks and benefits, including having your own personally custom-made colonist, being one of my default colonists in the mod showcases, special roles on Discord, joining me while I stream, monthly Q&As and podcasts. I've got it all. Come take a look. All support is always appreciated, monetarily or not. If you're a subscriber, then be sure to hit the little bell over here to always be up to date with videos I push out, and head over to the Discord if you ever want to have a deep and meaningful chat with me. And last but not least, I hope you're having an amazing day.